Good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's session. Please, can you confirm that you can hear me in the chat box? Please, can we confirm that you can hear me in the chat box, please? Please, can we confirm that you can hear me in the chat box? Please, I need confirmation that you can hear me. So while I wait for confirmation, I'm going to assume that's, oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the feedback. So good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's session. Today's session promises to be another very insightful session. And today we'll be speaking on business design thinking for MSMEs. But I can see that more people are still joining the session. So please, I'd like to crave your indulgence for us to wait a bit for others to join so we can start the session proper by 11:05. I hope that's okay with everyone. So we're starting the session proper, or probably we'll wait for by to start the session proper by 11:10. 11:10. This is to allow for more people to join the session. I can see that more people are still joining, and I see there are some people that are dropping off and joining back. So please, we'll start the session proper by 11:10. This is to allow for more people to join the session. Then we'll start the session proper. Thank you, everyone. So for those of us that are just joining, or those of us that are already here, so while we wait to start the session in 5 minutes, we can go ahead to introduce ourselves in the chat box. This gives us an opportunity to network with other business owners like ourselves that are present in this session. So you can please go ahead to network in the chat box while we wait to start the session by 11:10. Thank you.
Hello, good morning. Please confirm you can hear me. Can anyone hear me, please? Oh, yes, you can. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Sincerest apologies. I think the admin had a problem. You can hear me, right? I think the admin had an issue, and this is 20 minutes past the time, and it's definitely not acceptable. I can see some one or two persons even had to private chat me. Apologies once again. And if in case you have any friends that may have left the call already, please get them back. We are kickstarting right away. Um, thank you so much. So
Okay, so apologies, I'm back now. Um, I'd like to apologize. I had a network glitch, which resulted in me having to be kicked out from the session. I apologize for that. I apologize to all those who are on the call. Thank you for waiting, and thank you also to our facilitator for taking up the end of affairs. I apologize. So welcome to today's session. My name is Omota Akiomi, the Business Support Officer here at Lagos State Employment Trust Fund, and today, just like I said earlier, just before I was bounced out, today's session will be speaking on we'll be speaking on business designs for MSMEs, and we have our facilitator here. But just before we introduce our facilitator and she takes over for the session for today, I'll be speaking to you about LSF. So this is Lagos State Employment Trust Fund, and what we do here at the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund is we provide access to finance for business owners in Lagos State. We also provide capacity building opportunities for business owners, such as the one that we're having today. We have our master classes, we have our advisory sessions, and we also provide access to market opportunities for business owners here in Lagos State. We also have our Lagos Innovate team, and we also have our employability team that handles everything that has to do with training. So if you're within the ages of 18 to 35, you'd like to acquire skill, our employability unit is in charge of that. So you can walk into any local government close to you, you can walk in there, and our officers will be on hand right there to attend to you and to assist you with everything that you need to. We operate a single digit loan interest rate, which is 9%. And our officers will be on hand to help you with whatever it is that you've been needing as regards LSTF. You can also follow us on all our social media platforms. You can follow us on Instagram, you can follow us on YouTube, you can follow us on X. We have all our programs posted on there. Turn on your post notifications so that once the programs are available that you can benefit from, you don't miss out on them. So as long as you're a Lagos resident, you have an opportunity to benefit from every of our programs here at the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund. So today we'll be speaking on business design thinking for MSMEs. And I have with me here Joanne Ediaboya, and she is a dynamic results-driven brand and communications manager, digital marketing expert, and business strategy specialist with over a decade of experience in driving brand growth and business success across diverse industries. Her career is marked by a proven ability to lead cross-functional teams, develop innovative marketing strategies, and deliver measurable results in both online and offline environments. With a strong foundation in science and a passion for creative brand amplification, she has pursued advanced education to refine her expertise. She holds a professional diploma from the Digital Marketing Institute Brand School, South Africa, a micromasters from Curtin University, Australia, and an exclusive master's in marketing and communication from Rome Business School. Those qualifications has equipped her with cutting-edge knowledge in digital marketing, brand management, integrated communication strategies, and stakeholders C-suite engagement. Please can we welcome our facilitator as she takes over today's session. So, Madam Joan, you can please go ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for that great introduction. And thank you once again to LISTF for inviting me to this session. I'm going to be sharing my screen right away, and I will be grateful if you can confirm that you can see my screen. Can you see my screen, please? So I won't be able to reach. Okay, let me just reach chat through time. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you so much. So we'll be diving straight into today's session, design thinking. It's going to be a workshop. So from time to time, I'll be checking through the chat bots, chat session rather, chat box. However, if for any reason I can't, it's also fine. We'll just keep navigating it through. But before I just kickstart, let me ask something that I want us to put in the chat. When you heard this topic, business design thinking, in one corner of your mind, just one corner, did you think about if it would be graphic design, or maybe you're thinking, which one is business design? What came to mind? You can just be, yes, I thought maybe it will include graphic design. Wanting to know what is business design. I think it has to do with maybe design and graphics. What are your thoughts? What do you think? Or what's your inquisitiveness, right? So you can drop a yes, a no. I thought it was about graphics, or I think it is about graphic designs. I think it has to do with designs and all. Can we have that comments coming in? All right, someone said no. Someone said business strategy. I can see that. Nafisa, thank you. You think it's business strategy, product application and design. All right. No, I don't think it has to do with graphics. That's for peace. All right. All right. Okay, so that's some very good feedback so far. So you are going to be in for a very great workshop today, and I just want us to talk about business design thinking. So today you're going to discover how to use design thinking to understand your customers better, create solutions that they truly value, and grow your business with confidence. Now, for everyone that say, okay, business design thinking, what's it about? I just want to know, can we just get it? Can we commence the session? So yes, we can. So before then, there was already a resounding introduction. Thanks so much to Omotayo for that introduction. So my name is Joan, right? I am the founder and CEO of Elif Consulting. While I also work fully with a financial institution, FundQuest, and I have some other passion projects, including female empowerment and youth empowerment, something called Purpose and Profession Initiative. I also run Elif, which is a business transformation and brand growth company, right? We help MSMEs rethink their profitable ventures. So we integrate design thinking into your customer experience. We deliver innovative, human-centered solutions. So we've helped brands, products, marketing campaigns, and you already read some of my certifications. So I'm just going to let you know that today you are in for a good time. And from time to time, we are going to be talking, we are going to be discussing, and we are going to know how exactly can I take my business from where it is now to the next level? Because we have to be passionate about rethinking what we do. The only permanent thing in life is change. And the moment you think that you have arrived, that is the point that declines starts. So you cannot be able to insist that how you are doing your business is the best that it can be done. That is one of the mindsets we are going to be cracking in this session. Why? Because growth must be inevitable. And there's something called growth mindset. design thinking. Are you seeing the alignment? So there's the thinking, there's the mindset, there's the willingness, there's the foresight, there's the need to know that growth and how you are doing business can be better. So I am highly passionate about building customer-focused brands that inspire loyalty, measurable business impact, results. And that passion, you are going to be seeing it on this call, and we're going to take it to the next level. If you can't wait, in the comment section, just let me know. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. Let's just do that. Then we get into the session right away. Who can't wait as we kickstart? If you can't wait, you can raise your hands, you can drop a comment, you can say, I can't wait. All right, it's already getting hot in here. I can't wait. Let's go there. Yeah, I like the smile on pieces. Piece. I can't wait. So yes, let's hit the ground running. All right, so yeah. All right, like the me. Good morning, just coming in. I hope you haven't missed much. So let's go. All right. So what's our objective for today? Firstly, we're going to understand the MSME landscape in Nigeria and Lagos. Let me quickly do this. If you are a business owner or you are a 9-to-5er, or you just want to start a business, I need it in the comment section. I'm a business owner. I'm an aspiring business owner. I have a 9-to-5. So put that in the comment section, because we are going to be understanding a lot of things today. So, and I need to know the categories, because I may just be calling names as the session goes on. So are you a business owner? Yeah, Temitope, you're a business owner. Thank you. Who, I'm an aspiring business owner. Okay, peace. I'm a business owner. All right. Aspiring. Aziz, I see you. Well done. You're going to have a great session. I see you. Aspiring business owner. Who else? Aminu, Samuel. Hi, Sam. I'm a business owner. Thank you for joining me, Sam. All right. Yes, I'm a service provider. Beautiful. Esther says, yes, I'm a 9-to-5 person and aspiring business. Oh, Oluchi, welcome. That's beautiful. That's beautiful, Oluchi. I love that you are a 9-to-5 person and you're an aspiring business owner. Oh, Abimbola, I have a 9-to-5. I'm also a business owner. Beautiful. We are going to learn a lot. Mary, I see you. Kende, aspiring business owner. So I love that there's a wide range of people on this call. So we're not just talking to business owners only. We have people that have a 9-to-5. We have others that are aspiring business owners. We even have those that are holding the two edge of the sword. Olatunde Wealth, I see you, aspiring business owner. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So let's continue. So we're going to understand the MSME landscape in Lagos and Nigeria. Then we are going to identify key pain points and growth barriers of many of these business owners. We are going to learn the principles of design thinking. What are the things that we must begin to see? What are the principles we must apply? How is it applicable to us as individuals? We are going to be learning it today. Today is not just a teaching or a speaking session. It's a workshop. If I were you, I'm going to get my notes, my pen, my notepad, and jot things down. I want to use that word and jot things down. All right. Yes, of course, we'll be having jokes and smiles like this. So feel free to laugh in the comment section. And we are going to apply a practical, see that word, practical 5-step design thinking framework. And along the way, we may just develop our next 90-day action plan. Come on. Come on. It's going to be a very great one. So, yes. As a Kickstarter, sorry, apologies, I just need to. Okay. All right. Okay, let me take it back up then. All right. So, as an introduction, right, there is a big assumption when it comes to businesses in Nigeria. A lot of people are of the school of thought that businesses fail because of capital. So anytime you see people that are having struggles or wanting to talk about business growth plan, the only or major thing they talk about is capital. It's capital. You know, my business will be better because of capital. You know, this because of capital. But what if we tell you that it is not because of lack of capital that businesses fail, but it is more because there's lack of clarity of purpose and understanding of their customers? Are we dismissing that capital is not important? No. But the presence of capital alone does not guarantee business success. The presence of capital alone does not guarantee business success. So until you begin to understand the clarity of purpose and understanding your customers, then your business may just be headed for failure, even in the presence of capital. LASTF is here. They give capital to businesses. However, look at the data here. We have more than 3 million micro, small, and medium enterprise that operates in Lagos alone. See, I want you to imagine that number. We did not say 3,000. We did not say 30,000. We did not say 300,000. 3 million businesses. And Lagos alone contributes 30% of Nigeria's GDP and over 50% of non-oil industrial output. Now, the truth is this. MSMEs in Lagos employ more than 60% of the city's active workforce. So we as business owners, aspiring business owners, 9-to-5ers that are aspiring business owners, even 9-to-5ers that have business, we are the backbone of this economy. That's your small business. That's your small shop. This is your business you are aspiring to build. You are actually the backbone of the economy. Yet, many people operate with high passion, but low clarity. Now, in case you don't know, there's an insight that every business that kickstarts fails and folds up minimum in the first 3 years. Those of us that are conversant with the news, we have seen startups that raised, there's something called Series A, Series B, Series C, bring in millions of dollars, investors. And after so much, they'll come out and say the business failed. I know I'm not here to mention name, but a big one happened earlier in this year, and everybody went angry that, you were not meant to fail. You had all the capital in this world. And that's why we are telling you that capital alone cannot guarantee business success. Business does not fail because of lack of capital. So how can you begin to rethink your business? That whether in the presence of excess capital or your existing capital, growth can be achieved. So in a fast-changing market like Lagos, capital alone can no longer guarantee your survival. And that's what I'm saying. So what will keep your business relevant, first of all, is your ability to innovate, your ability to empathize, and your ability to adapt. This may sound like grammar currently, but we're going to be dissecting it as we proceed in this session. But the first thing I want you to put at the forefront of your mind is that the presence of capital alone cannot guarantee business success. And if you are here because of growth mindset for your business, then you need to start thinking beyond capital. And start thinking of how can I innovate, empathize, adapt? How can I put in structures, business? We are going to be dissecting all of that. Now, as we continue, Lagos is a vibrant hub of entrepreneurial energy. We already saw that. It's a mix of formal, informal, MSMEs shaping the city's daily economy, right? So we have so many services. I love when someone wrote that I'm a service provider. I think, was that Faith? Someone in the comment section wrote that. Let me just check that. Yeah. Okay, I can see that. Yeah. So let me just leave that because we need to just continue. So in our midst here, if I had taken the time to ask what exactly do you do, this, you will notice that we are in these categories. We are either traders, We are either manufacturing something, right? We are either providing a service, and we are all a part of this vibrant hub of entrepreneurial energy in Lagos, right? However, there's a persistent challenge that despite this vibrancy, most MSMEs face deep structural hurdles that limits their growth potential. So I want you to imagine a building. You know the rectangle, right? Did you notice that the base is fat, like it's wide, then it keeps growing. It keeps growing. Imagine the rectangle was in flip, where that base is very tiny like this, and it keeps growing. It keeps growing. What do you think? It's going to collapse. Did you understand that analogy? I don't know if you did. Did you understand that analogy? If you did, let me understand. Right? Imagine a base of a triangle, just this thin one, and it grows, and the next thing falls. Now, something from a popular saying or from the good book says that if the foundation is not solid, what can be done? Yeah. Thanks, Esther, for raising your hand to know that you understand. So a lot of the issues with businesses are deep structural, or let's call it foundational. So I want you to see your structure like your foundation. And if you don't get your foundation as a business owner right, even with all the capital, growth is not guaranteed. Now, unlike the average house building, you know that in a house, for example, when you built the foundation, and you now do roofing and everything, and later you now find out that the foundation is not good, you know that house will go down. But the good thing as a business owner is that you may have built that business of yours for 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. And after this session, you find out that, there was a foundational issue. Guess what? You don't need to tear your business down. You can still go and visit it. That's the beauty of running businesses and having a design thinking mindset. That's the beauty. Yes. See your structure as your foundation. That's the beauty of having a design thinking mindset. That you can actually go ahead and visit your business structure. What are the things you've put on ground? So what faces MSMEs and SMEs are deep structural hurdles that limit their growth potential, including access to finance, innovation gaps, market access, operational structure. Funny enough, as my organization, we organized a funding for female business owners. That was sometime, was it earlier this year or last year? Right? And we said, okay, you know what, come, if you have a business, you need funding, and all of that. A lot of people came. And we're asking basic, fundamental, foundational questions. And a lot of people couldn't even answer. Okay, what's your structure? What's your current structure operation? And with what model are you running it? What's your growth plan? What's your feasibility studies? Give us your growth plan for year 1, 3, and 5. And everybody was just looking like this. You can't run business like chop today and quench tomorrow. No, those days are over. So in this session, we are going to be deep diving into ensuring that you are not running business on a survival mode, but instead you are running a business based on growth and reinvention. He said that the challenges that often trap MSMEs in a survival mode instead of a growth and reinvention. You see some businesses, I know some like that. The way that shop has been 50 years ago is the exact same way that shop is. One table here, one chair here, only one customer service person. Then long queue. Then everybody say, hey, give me my own. Take your own. Hey. 5 years, 10 years, is still operating like that. And just because they are able to have the same amount of people, come and go, then they just leave it. Let me give an example. I remember I was on Twitter which day, and it was a funny thread, and they were talking about some Mishai, this I hear some people call it risky burger. Bread and egg. You say, Aboki risky burger. That there are some. I said that guy has been there for 12 years. Some people were saying, that guy's still there. When I was in that area 50 years ago, he's been there. He said, he's still there. And that you one table, one chair, and only him. And you have to stand in that place for like 2-3 hours. Some say, well, when we vex go, we vex come. We don't have another choice. Well, some say, I've moved on. No. Yet you see some other food brands in this same Lagos, the likes of Amokeoge, that Child Decker to do an interview for, that started as a normal booker, and our inflow now is so is every corner of Lagos, and she even now went digital, ordering food from booker. She moved from survival mode to growth and reinvention. And you see this thing, this is a gap that design thinking can bridge. Remember, I talked about growth mindsets. I talked about design thinking. Someone said it's as far as your eyes can see. It's not this eye, your mind. It's as far as you can see. So that's why we are saying design thinking, we must. Yes, I'm using style to go between, right? Yeah, so I'm seeing some of the comments already. So you say, I experienced this. I was more concerned about growing my business until I learned about structuring. I'm working on it now seriously. Yes, Tochi. And we're going to talk about it. Mary says risky burger. Yes, so it's very risky. Temi, thank you. Says your passion to help us grow for me. Yes, that's why I'm here with LSETA, because we will grow. We will all grow by fire, by thunder. We will all grow. So yes, write it in your notes somewhere that I will stop doing business in survival mode and start doing it with a growth and reinvention mindset. Thankfully, this session is coming at the end of the year. So I really want us to take it very seriously and see it as an opportunity to break something in your mind and how you think. See it as an opportunity to say that I am going to leave this survival mode. See it as an opportunity that growth and reinvention is possible, even if you're a shoemaker. We've seen it now. I have a friend. He insists that he's a tailor. There's some people that will say, I'm not a tailor, I'm a fashion designer. This one insists, he said, I'm a tailor. And this tailor is importing and exporting clothes, material. So forget the title. Shoemaker or cobbler or shoe manufacturer, forget the title. Move from survival mode to growth and reinvention mode. I love how a shoemaker is here. I love it. I am leaving this survival mode. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you can drop your questions. I'll stop doing business in survival and operate in growth and reinvention mindset. Yes, I love that. I love that. Let's just keep it going. Let's keep chatting. Trust me, this is even just the beginning of this session. I will just use the opportunity to say that if you know someone that needs to be in this session and they are not here yet, chat them up, because, like I said, we all grow from this session. Things must change for us. All right. So, why do many MSMEs struggle? Why do many businesses struggle? Now, this is the reality check I was talking about. Lagos has so many MSMEs, yet, see this, 6 out of 10 closes within 3 years. Did you hear that? 6 out of 10 close within 3 years. So that's why you must tell yourself that I'm not going to be among the C2 that is going to fold. And growth, aka capital, is not the problem. Direction is. So think about it, right? Because a lot of the time, what a lot of people are doing is just focusing on, most of the time when you talk to some business owners, you say, you know what? I'm going to work on my price. I'm going to also work on my packaging. It's different too. Because whether you make your product cheaper or even more expensive, it's not the solution. Whether you move it from a big pack to a compact pack or from a compact pack, that is not actually the entire solution. You have to start competing on understanding and experience. And that is what design thinking is about. Design thinking is arming your business from the human experience perspective. So these are the common pitfalls that a lot of MSMEs struggle with. You are focused on selling and not on solving. I'm tempted to delve into something, but if I go that route, it's going to be very deep. Where we're going to be talking about purpose-conscious brands. Most of the time when people hear purpose, they think it's religious. It's not. It's not. It's looking at something based on the pain points of the people that you want to serve. And using that pain point to create a solution that your business will meet. But when you see a lot of people establishing business, the only thing they want to talk about, I want to establish business. Why? So that I can make extra money. Okay, Nigerians have people call this something. They call it what? Side hustle. Okay, it's your side hustle. So now let's see, one day you say the hustle to bring extra money to your side. So you focus on selling and not on solving actual problems. We have seen so many, both locally and internationally, that it was the unique pain points that they met that gave them a breakthrough. You see somebody say that, the way makeup has been happening in Africa and Nigeria, no. Most of the time, the color shades, the quality, it reacts to the black skin, it this, it that, and out of that pain, they bring out a solution. You see Tara. You see so many products out of pain. The ones that they just want to sell, you will know. Because when you use those ones, it go bleach you, give you stretch mark. There must be a problem solving as the anchor of your business. Now, the impact of that, focusing on selling, is that products don't meet the customer needs because you don't even have them in mind when you are building your products. Some will just go and copycat business models. You just go, you just see one flashy thing. Maybe you went somewhere, you saw it, or you saw it, or somebody spoke about it online, that this is the latest thing that is giving people money. You just go there. No clear identity. There's no way you've even figured out how to do your own differently. Nobody says you must start something from the start, but there must be a purpose. There must be a problem you are solving, and not just a copy and paste model of other person's business model without even you identifying your unique selling point or your unique problem solving proposition. Another common feedback or common pitfall rather is that there's no customer insights. On Twitter now, they will say, so why do you think this is? They go say, I go lie for you. I go lie for you. So people are running their business based on I go lie for you. You don't have customer insight. Your decision is based on I sabi now, na me now, not feedback. A typical example of some of all these things is, we're going to delve into it deeper, but I just feel like I should mention it at this point. You are a food seller. And the next thing, you went to a particular area, you saw people, plenty people, some walking up and down, because say, food go sell for this place where. this kind of food that we sell well. I'll still repeat the story as we go on. Eyes have not seen. And you now say, you know what? We're going to stand out. I will not just sell anyhow food in this place. We go do and well. You now go bully all the investors, maybe family, friends, and everything. Open a shop. You now start selling food. Very good. It's even tasty. And the next thing, day one, week one, month one, nobody's coming. What you just did is that you don't even carry cost insights. You just did your decision based on assumption. And guess what? In that area, those people you saw, two things. They are mostly working class or they are mostly young families. So that means that they don't have the time to come and sit in one shop to eat. The most they can do is quick walk in. So you just go in and already packed food, just carry a pack of plate. But when they come, you now want to do all those points and I want a pack or I want this. You now want to open it in that area. And the next thing, there were issues and you had to leave. So you made an assumption because that there are a lot of people in that place. Then that is the thing to do. At the point of establishing your business, when you identified a possible problem, you did not take the time to build a solution based on needs. We are going to now find out how do I do that during the course of this call or during the course of this workshop. How to make sure that your decisions are not made based on assumptions, but based on feedback. Please write it somewhere. Your decisions must be based on feedback and not assumptions. Then we have another problem. That one, in this Lagos, poor experience design, weak service delivery and retention issues. In short, that one would, because if I talk that one now, we should stay here. Because if I do this game, put your hands down. If either Instagram vendor or somebody has shown you shaggy based on poor. In short, I want to do that. Just raise your hand up. Raise your hand up on the comment section. If you have seen shaggy with poor service delivery, poor customer experience, and you want to say, I can see a hand up. Just click that, raise your hands. If you've been a victim of very weak service delivery, sometimes even as this person is doing business, so poor experience that made you that at the end of the day, you told yourself that, see, I'm not going there again. I will not go. The way they talk to me, the way they treat me, the way they I can see the hands up. I can see the hands up. So that is another common pitfall that we will hammer on. I remember with pain, there was a speaker I was hearing recently. This person said that this actual business had it all right. From the location, perfect. The person was a cloth maker. He said the quality of the cloth, perfect. The sizing, perfect. The pricing, perfect. But guess what? The service delivery, zero. And we talked about feedback earlier. And the capacity to take feedback, zero. 2 years down the line, that business is struggling to exist now. So every single aspect of design thinking has to be very strategic. Thank you for raising your hands. And a lot of people, another problem is short-term thinking. Short-term thinking. So you just say, how much we make this month? 10,000. Oh, well, next month we go again. You did not even find out, okay, this month, what did we do? How did we? You just busy. Some people, there are a lot of people now, what they are doing is chasing trends. So we must I'm saying yes, I can see I will stop doing business. Okay. Yeah. Samuel says structure is very important. Lately, I work on my structure. I work less and earn more. Thank you. So, yeah, no feedback is a serious issue. So let's just move on. Now, what we've been talking about since morning, design thinking. Like we already established, it's not graphic design. It's how you use your common sense, creativity, with a growth mindset in view to understand your customers better and refine or create your products and services in a way that is actually truly solves their problem. That is design thinking. Now, look at these keywords. Like I said, the keyword in design thinking is the humans, aka your customers. They are the keyword, not your assumptions, not your own experience. Somebody said this thing one day and I struggled with it, but they were right. You are not your customer. And you should write it somewhere. You are not your customer. If not, you buy all your products now, do all your services, and you pay yourself the profit. The moment you realize that you are not your customer, you will start getting open to the idea that I need to now understand this my customers better and create for them. Because some people, what they do, they create for themselves and they expect people to come and do it as they want. And you see some bragging. I know this my business. I've been running this business. Auntie, uncle, calm down. Calm down. Design thinking says that it's in the interest of your customers and humans that you create your products and services. And you must understand their problems and render solutions. So it's about thinking like your customers, not just as your as the business owner. And that thinking starts with you telling yourself that I'm not my customer. So let me go and learn what my customer wants and do what benefits them. Because at the end of the day, that's where my money is. They know they use coconut head to do business. Drag your ear. I wish this was a fiscal class. I would have told everybody drag your ear, drag your ear. But you are at home virtually, and I'm using my corner eye to look at, do your layer. Say, see, they don't used to use coconut head to do business. If you've done it, put an emoji in the comment section. My ear dragged already. Mary, thank you. Thank you. Say they don't used to use coconut hair to run business. Janet is laughing. Tochi is laughing. Drag your ear, you're laughing. Femi, you're laughing. I can see all the laughter. Drag your ear. Drag your ear. And say they don't used to use coconut hair though to run business. I'm dragging your own on my behalf. Wahala. You want to drag my Thank you. They do not use coconut head. Yes, I wish it was teacher. Trust me. This kind of sessions, I'm sure LSETF may someday organize a fiscal session because fiscal workshop if this was a fiscal workshop, first of all, the kind of workshop materials would have been different, but guess what? It's not bad that we are virtual today. After all, we are all laughing here. So yes, they don't used to use coconut head to run business. All those I know, it's me. I sabi. Yes. So you must think like your customers and know that you are not your customer. Can we continue? Or you still want to be dragging your ear? If you can continue, if you want to continue, say let's continue. If you want us to keep dragging ear, say let's drag ear. Put it in the comment section. I'm reading. Can we continue? Or you want to still be dragging your ear? Okay, let's continue. Okay. Think like your customer and know that you are not your customer. Thank you. Let's continue. Femi, I can see that. Thank you. All right. So let us continue. So why design thinking matters? Why does this matter? Why do we have to? Is it by force? Sorry. Design thinking, it helps businesses solve the right problem. There's something called wasted efforts. And the last thing you want as a business owner is wasting efforts. I have seen that happen over and over again, and it's heartbreaking. Some are even capital intensive, but they are just solving the wrong problem. Why? Because you have just refused to take your customer solution proposition seriously. You see some businesses, they don't have a business developing an app yet. What they need to do is create a feedback system, for example. But no, they will carry 5 million, one develop app. Whereas your smelly customer service and feedback system is still there. Your customer service, they are so rude. When you say hello, the strong face first. You can see me smiling, laughing. Imagine I came here today. Design thinking. Design thinking why it matters for MSMs. It matters because I just squeeze face. So sometimes the problem of a business, remember I said a story earlier, that they had their pricing right, they had the product right, everything right. What drove customers away was wrong customer proposition that they did not take into account. So business design thinking, we help you solve the right problem. Because you go and put your effort in the wrong problem, it's gone. So instead of guessing, you talk to your customers. That's business design thinking. Instead of guessing, you observe the daily challenges in your business and you design the solution that fits the needs and provides solution. You save time, you save money, you save effort. So as I'm saying, start thinking that, okay, do I even have a way to talk to customers? Have I even been gathering data? Sometimes when you hear data, you think, well, we'll get to that aspect. The people that bought from me so far, this is the end of the year. How do I plan to engage them between now and December so that I can gather all this feedback and use it for because this is the time to start building your design thinking process. In short, for most businesses, the reactivation of your business happens this November, December, a lot. That's why you see all these sales, end of year sales, 50% slash, Black Friday, Christmas giveaway, and all those kind of things. Have you even taken time to look at your customers so far? Have you ever had the opportunity to talk, observe the daily challenges? And are you trying to design a way that this solution that you want to put on ground is going to save time, effort, and energy? Because businesses that are not looking to solve their customer problems are headed out of the door of operations. So business design thinking matters because it helps you grow faster with happier customers. You see, one nonsense mistake that a lot of people make is that you just want that customer that will buy now. Hey, may just buy this one, may just buy this one. You forget that the success of every business is returning customers. Please write that somewhere. The success of every business is returning customers. And a customer will not return when they are not happy. Are you hearing me? What guarantees the success of every business is returning customers. And a customer will not return if they are not happy. So when people feel understood, they feel valued, they buy more, they return more often, they will even tell others about your business. So you now turn great experience into steady growth. Wisdom. 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 Yes. So you cannot afford wasted efforts. Please, like I said, write things, jot things down. Okay? So, tell yourself that you stop doing guesswork. You start talking to your customers to observe and understand their real challenges. Stop doing guesswork. Talk to your customers to observe and hear from them. Stop doing guesswork. I would have said let's drag our ear again, but let the ear rest. Let the ear rest. Washa, stop doing guesswork. And like I said, what guarantees business growth is returning customers. And what makes customers return is when they are happy. So you can turn your great experience or your great customer experience into business steady growth. The power is in your hands. Okay. So now we are headed to the, oh, can you still see my screen? Or did it stop sharing? Can you still see my screen, please? Okay, yes, we can. Thank you. All right. Thank you. So the 5 core stages. Is that the page you can see? The 5 core stages. If it's right on the comment section, the 5 core stages. I need to be sure that what you can see on your screen is the 5 core stages. The 5 core stages. Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you. Yes. Thank you. Yes. The 5 core stages. Lovely. Now, these are the 5 core stages of business design thinking. The first one is empathize. We'll be breaking it down, but let me just even take them one by one. You must empathize with your customers. When someone comes, it's painful the way some people take customer experience. Say, madam, this or oga, that cupboard you built for me, or this shoe that you made for me is pinching me at the front. Say, no worry, when you wear and, you go expand. But what if by the time he's done wearing it, his toe has gone to half? It has shrinked his toe. The ability to develop a deep understanding of the challenge and empathizing, right? That's why we call it. You must put yourself in your customer's shoes. Have a deep understanding of their challenge. It's not, hey, there are people that see, if you really want to develop business design thinking in your MSME, let me just beg you, don't see feedback as antagonism. There are people that by default, they see feedback as attack. By default. Let's not call the name of the business, but I'm sure we all know a particular brand that a lady just wrote a review about, aka a feedback, and the next thing they arrested her, threw her in jail with pregnancy, and she lost her child. I'm sure you all know the story I'm talking about. You must see feedback as an opportunity for growth, and don't see feedback like attack. Some it's not even in business, this one is personal life. It's a big issue. You can't take feedback. It's anti-growth. That habit is anti-growth. And you're going to shed it off. Because someone is coming to say that, maybe that puff you did, it's nice, but the size is so small. I almost thought it was changing. Just say, are we not all in the same Nigeria? I will do the one that looks like ball now, so that you know that you are eating puff. Hello. When your business, you must develop deep understanding of the challenge and put that as a structure in your business. Feedbacks are welcome here. And feedback is not an issue. It's not when people tell you the sweet one, because I like that feedback. When they tell you the rough one, you see it as attack. No. Develop a deep understanding of the challenge. Now define. Clearly articulate the problem. Now the empathizing is both for existing business and new businesses. Don't forget that we have both aspiring business owners and business owners on this call. So for those that are aspiring, what pain points do you see that you think that you can develop a solution to address? It may even be within your business, and you see it as another arm. Like, for example, let's talk about, I remember the earlier times. There were times where um um a lot of devices as at the time, they just come as phone till a while back. And then then it was called. So and it's not all calls that works with all phones. So be able to get the code for the phone, you have to go and be looking for. So the business owners understood that people are complaining that yes, the phone is nice and everything, but it's not every time they can always do this. So how about we do the new set of phones should come with earpiece and even this thing at a little extra price, and we can do two different packages: phone alone, phone with. And the one that came, because the earpiece they are doing, because it comes with the phone, you don't have any compatibility problem. It works with it perfectly. Instead of allowing the customer go to 5 places, you just buy that particular one. Everything nice and smooth. That is you developing a deep understanding of the challenge and clearly articulating the problem you want to solve, and even ideating on potential solutions. There was a time I was working in the insurance industry. There's something called term assurance. So that's what they call life insurance. And Nigerians, the only time we even buy insurance is because police force us to buy motor insurance. So what that means is that if police stop you and there's no insurance, they will arrest you. That's the only time. You now want an average Nigerian to come and buy life insurance so that when you die, we will not die, never. We covered with the blood. Death is fire, thunder. We don't believe in death. No, why not? So that particular product was having a hard time. So we needed to crack and articulate the problem. So we empathized on the challenge. We understand that Nigerians don't know that they need life insurance, because one thing that is inevitable is death, and it doesn't have respect for age. And if you can be paying as small as 5,000 every month for maximum 3 years, and God forbid anything happens to you, your family gets 10 million. By the time you're even don't pay that 5,000 for 3 years, you've not even paid up to 900 or 1 million. But if anything happens for life, your customer, I say your customer, your family will get 10 million. It was a fantastic product, but so people had to articulate the problem, the thing, and they ideated. You know what the ideation came into? In as much as Nigerians don't like death, but you see, we like to give our older loved ones a befitting funeral, aka Owambe. Say, that woman suffer for me, that my papa, that my mama suffer for me, I will give her funeral rest, good rest. And we realize that when death happens, especially death of older loved ones, there are two immediate reactions. The first one is the emotional destabilization. The next one is the unforeseen financial burden. Yeah, wants money for burial. So the product was tweaked. That's what we call prototype. You design a prototype to test. So we said, okay, this same life insurance, how about we tweak it and say, you know what? Insure your older loved one. But if God forbid that you go first, you will still get the amount. Are you following me? We are going to follow the story. Insure your older loved one. But God forbid anything happens to you. So what do you mean insure by your older loved one? Pay small money. If your older loved one goes, that's father, mother, will pay you 10 million for funeral. But if anything happens, God forbid you go first, your own family will get 10 million. Guess what? Everybody. Yes. Yes. In short, they did it so much that some people now say, what of father-in-law and mother-in-law? Because after all, when father-in-law and mother-in-law still die, you still want to. And because we developed a deep understanding of the challenge, we articulated the problem, we brainstormed on solution, we designed like a sub-product, and we continued to engage. Remember I said that we first started with father and mother, we now did mother-in-law. But some people say, what of uncle and auntie? We say, you want to go and kill their village people? Yeah. No, uncle and auntie. No uncle and auntie. No uncle and auntie. Before people we get angry, I go and start killing their uncle and especially all those that already have beef with their uncle and auntie. And guess what? That product, that particular prototype of life insurance became one of the best selling at the time. So the 5 core stages on develop a deep understanding of the challenge your products needs to solve, your business needs to solve, that service you are rendering, that small shop you have, what's the deep challenge that it needs to solve? You have a small printing company or a small place where they do photocopy and everything. What's the challenge? Okay, you want people to photocopy. What's the next thing? You have to now define, sorry. Sorry, my screen, I think it stopped again. Okay, I'm back. You have to now define and engage. So let's now go deep into it, right? Empathize. Understand your customers deeply, what they need, what they feel, what they struggle with. You can't design better experience from behind the counter assumption. You must step into your customer's world. We said that. You can't design better experience just from assuming. It's painful when some people just sit and say, now this thing they rain now. Now in the rain. Okay. But you need to, beyond knowing that it's raining, you have to now step in. There are different types of customer feedback systems. We'll discuss about that again. So how do I empathize? Talk to 5 to 10 real customers in your shop, in your market, even on WhatsApp chat. Observe their buying behavior. What makes them hesitate or trust you? Ask short, open questions. This is for MSME. Some other companies, they do something where they can send mail out to say, we have free drinks at the shop today. If you can come in, please come. We'd like to see you. We have free drinks. And also we are giving 90% off. People will come. As they come, instead of you sending mail, that one you will have your staff, even if it's 2 or 3, have a one-on-one with them. These the tools. You can use a phone recorder to record the voice notes. Ask them, how have we been doing? What can we be better? That's the best way to understand your customers deeply. Right? Then you can also do WhatsApp chat if you cannot have them coming. You can do simple Google form. How can we be better? Please let us know. Those that respond, they stand a chance to get 50% from our less order. Because some people, they will not have the time. But you have to give them something spicy to help them respond. And trust me, the solutions your customers can give you will shock you. So because this is not a physical class, I can't use the pair up or 4 small groups, But I still want you to do that Write 3 empathy questions that you can ask your own customers. Write it somewhere for me. I may end up calling names and saying, drop your empathy questions for me. In fact, start writing them. If you've written your own, drop it in the chat box. Sorry. Write 3 empathy questions for your own kind of business. You can even write more if you be Jackie. What empathy questions do you think you want to ask your customers? Write it. Put it on the chat box for me. I'm going to check it out as we move. All right? So stage 2, define. Turn what you heard your customers say into a clear, actionable problem statement. Some people, they'll just collect feedback, go and throw it away. Turn what you heard from your customers into a clear, actionable problem statement. I can see the comment coming in. Charles Agbonkese, well done. Keep dropping it. I'm going to be checking it out. Keep dropping it. Turn what you heard from customers into a clear, actionable problem statement. Don't rush to fix everything, though, because you must define the right problem before you start creating the right solution. Remember, we already talked about wasted efforts. You don't want wasted efforts. So how do I define the problem? Review what customers said in stage 1. That is the empathy stage. Look for common pain points. Imagine you interview 10 people. 8 said that the problem is the state in which your final delivery comes. That by the time it comes, maybe you're a clothes person, the cloth is so rumpled, but it's until they now iron it that the beauty of the cloth will now come out. That's a problem. It shows that not just the packaging, but even the state of delivery of your clothes can be better. So, see, so it says frame the problem clearly using this formula. User, need, because, example, market store customers need quick. They don't have trust signals because they don't want to lose money. So just frame it. Now, if I were you, this actionable problem statements, if you have 1 person, 2 person, 1 boy, 1 girl in your shop you are working with, have a sit down with them. Just like you can put vision statements, mission statements, you can put problem statements. You can print it and frame it. And say that we will ensure that the speed, the pricing, and the state of which the cloth is delivered is excellent in good our problem solving solution statement. And you tell your team every day in your daily meetings or weekly meetings, remember that this is the problem we are trying to fix at this stage of our business. Any cloth that is going out must be properly dry cleaned and ironed. If your problem statement is clear, anyone should understand it in 1 sentence. So go back to your empathy notes and start writing. So this problem statement, like you said, you are not in a rush. So you may not rush this right now. Right? You may not rush this right now. It's even maybe something. So after you've done that, you go back, talk to those people and define your actionable problem statements. You can even, some of these things, work with your team, work with your partner. If you are the kind of person that work alone, but you have a partner, a spouse, a friend, you are doing business together, start doing all of that. Okay. So stage 3 is ideas. Get as many creative ideas as possible to solve your defined customer problem. See, there's no such thing as bad ideas. You know, sometimes I'm going to say something I learned from a very high network or networked individual. Then, when we have staff and management meeting, he involves cleaners and gateman. Most of the time, if in management and staff meeting, you use the boardroom. There's a way when there's management meeting, go Oga at the top. Let me Oga at the top. They come with suits and everything. It's a very serious meeting. But this man insisted, and we are talking of a staff strength of over 40 persons. Okay, someone is asking, is it ideate or ideas? It's ideate. And ideate means generate as many creative ideas as possible. So the ideating is bringing, so how is asking yourself, how do we solve this? You understand? So it's ideate. Ideate is creating ideas. So it's idea generation, but you brainstorm on it. That's the ideating. Do you understand? Which is the story I'm trying to explain now. And he brings in cleaners, gatemen, people washing the car into monthly staff and management meetings. Because I just changed jobs at the time. I was like, eh? So all the staff will sit on that board round table. Then there are another set of chairs that still go around. Everybody can see that gateman come before you. We sit down on the table. And there was a time where there was a lot of security issues, especially for senior people, right? And the time it takes for the gateman to open gates and the car drives in, and before he now starts locking it, 2 more cars can enter. If they want to kill our oga, they will kill him. That was the time that kidnapping and assassination was heavy on some high net worth individuals. In that same place, we had head of facility, we had CSO, chief security officer, we had a head of operations, we had so many things. And as we all do, we have to make sure that the speed with which the gateman locks, everybody blow grammar. One gateman just rose his hand like this. He said, sorry. He said, there's something like technology. And we're all looking at him like, he said, that instead of this open and lock gate, let us use technology to do that gate that slides close and slides open and time it. It will be one that have remote. And that when the oga is at the front of the gate, we can use camera to look at the plate number. If it's the one, as we are pressing open, the gate man, as his last tire is about entering, you can press close because it takes like 3 seconds for the gate to respond. So that as it's moving, as I already press it, the gate is already closing. There's a way he said it at that meeting and everybody turned. Ooh. And my boss asked him, this thing you just said is beyond imagination. Have you seen it happen? He said he doesn't understand the technology speed aspect too, but he has seen slide gates open and close. But he believes that if that can happen, then there's a way it can be controlled and speed can be given. That guy didn't only get promotion that day. He became assistant CSO, chief security officer. And I understand that some years down the line, they made him head of security. Because number one, the organization operated in a system that says no bad ideas. Whether it is coming from your cleaner, whether it is coming from your head of customer experience, whether it is coming from some random, there's no bad idea. You guys already know that there's a problem. You've heard from the customer. How can we solve it? Everybody, ideas. Bring it together. If I don't want, like I said, I don't want to call that company, because once I call the company, you know the person I'm talking about, a very big person. And so imagine we had that normal corporate setting where it is only staff and management of you wearing suits. Would I have made them? I don't say they would not kill that man right now. But because the system understands that there's no bad idea and that solution can come from any quarter, they involve cleaners and security in their solution and ideation sessions. So don't judge any idea, explore all possibilities. So ask, how can we solve this problem? Understand? You can use small groups, your team meeting, you can use sticky notes. So write ideas, get similar. And you see this training you are training, those of you that already have staff, you have to go back and the notes you've been taking, share it with them so that all your team can have the same solution mindset and have the same design thinking mindset. Are you with me? Are you still with me? Are you still with me? Are you still with me? I can see. All right. How do you feel the first time you wore experienced a belief product? If belief could remind you of one thing every day, what do you want it to be? Beautiful. What do you think? What do you like most about our organic product? Tochi, if I were you, well, you can say what you like most. Then the next question can be, what don't you like? Because you're not just here to collect what they like. Yes, they need to note what they like so that you can continue to do what they like. But you must also say, how can we improve? What areas do you think we can be better? You can even be bold and say, what do you dislike? It's feedback, it's not an attack. So get it. All right. So yes, I can see. So insightful, yes, we are with you. So insightful and reinforcing. Yes, we are with you. Thank you for staying with me. We are still moving. We are still moving. Fantastic. Don't worry. LSCTF will make it a fiscal session one of these days. To be beautiful to see all these faces on ground. Trust me, a fiscal session is always so beautiful. All right, let's continue. So prototype. Prototyping helps you test your ideas before investing heavily. Based on that insurance story I shared with us, I already mentioned that we now created another kind of life products and released it, and people rushed that one. I would say, this is it. So we now pushed heavily, invested heavily in communication, marketing, did animation, ran social media ads on that particular product. So a prototype is a small, visible version of your idea. So you sell cakes, right? A lot of people have been saying, inside cupcake, can't there be layers? Some people are funny. Cupcake, okay. You still want layer. You know how normal cake we have this layer, that layer, coconut chip, vanilla, strawberry, chocolate. They still want it in cupcake. Cupcake is already very small. Wow, how can we do small layers? So in that kind of thing, like we said, prototyping, so you test. Okay, if we do, so you cannot even do form. If we do which will you prefer? So cupcake are small. So how about a size that is a bit larger? So if we do I'm not sure of the centimeter or whatever, a something cupcake that can have 3 layers versus the normal cupcake with 1 layer, which will you choose? Maybe one is 1,000 naira, the other one is 1,500. So you test it. Remember, it's something customers can see, they can feel, they can touch, they can experience. So instead of just going and say, people are saying they want a 3-layer of cupcake, you just go, you change your entire cupcake business, now sell bigger cupcake. They are comfortable with 1K. You now start selling 1,500, everybody's angry, why you go increase the price, blah, blah, blah. So your ability to be able to prototype, test your idea before investing heavily in it. For example, a food vendor offering a sample launch pack for feedback. Remember I talked about a story earlier where, the lady just went and just open shop, not realizing that people don't do walking in that area. So imagine when she got there first, instead of just opening shop, let's say, okay, she opened the shop, but before defining her menu, she now says, so imagine, okay, let me go here. Imagine that she opened the shop and she said 60 or 80% off food for the first 50 customers. Day 1, it's not up to 5 customers that came. Day 2, it's not up to 3 customers. By that time, she already know that there's a problem. But imagine she just came that first day and just cooked 3 bags of rice. The food will spoil. I have a friend, a very senior colleague that opened a very big eatery. The opening was so huge, right? And it didn't last. Because she came to open premium eatery inside Onipam bus stop. She lives in Lekki. So maybe you feel that premium life, you want to bring it to the mass market. Sometimes some ideas can sound so brilliant in your head, but sometimes that your head is not, I don't say your head is not correct, but it's correct. You live in Lekki, you want to bring premium eatery, you brought it to Onipan, and you just assume that by the time you open a shop, people working, the people in Onipan, bus drivers, it's a major bus stop, conductors, night food there. They just want what they will just chop on. You sure they will not even sit down, put on for plate, make they go. You did not factor in a lot of things. You not do sample. So he said that the head is not heading. The head need to adjust. Albert. Well, as the head, you remember I said something that you don't need to use coconut head to do business. If not, you will go home. Our business folded up less than a year. She had to sell everything. So you must prototype, test in bits. Why? Because it will save you money to test before you heavily invest. It will reduce your mistakes. It will help you see what your customers really want. And it will build confidence because customer will also feel involved in your improvement process. I've seen that for most tech, a little bit of just a few. They'll first tell you join the wait lists. We are about to open, coming soon. Let's say it's a physical shop. And in that physical shop, you guys are going that, we're about to open. What do you think? You understand? And as you're calling, you're collecting their number. You have a team that's always calling. Well done. No, what to check? You are part of us. So you're a key stakeholder. Just use that English. Hey, yes, so. And every improvement, they will feel involved in your improvement process. You must do that. Then tests. Testing helps you find out what really works, not what you think works. Testing helps you find out what really works, not what you think. Like we said, that head of that last example, the head was not heading. Why? Because the head was thinking another thing. So testing is where real customer insights now meets innovation because you've empathized, right? You've understood the real pain points of the people, right? From there, you have defined what the real problem is. You and your team, you've ideated and created the creative solutions that can solve the problem. You have prototyped, So you've put your small action, now you are testing it. So you've taken that customer insights and you want to bring it into innovation. So once you've created a small version of your idea, you show it to the real customers and listen carefully. And you see, testing is a continuous process. It's not about proving whether you're right or wrong, because you have to be able to fix, adjust, improve. Remember what I said at the beginning, that the beauty about business, design thinking, and business structure is like, unlike the foundation of buildings, that once it's built, nothing can be changed. In business design thinking, there's optimization, there's changing, there's making it better. You understand? So Taylor, for example, you send a few new designs to your customer. You say that our agbada has been working. However, we now have this agbada with pants series. We now have this flare with slits and baggy trousers. Of these three, which do you like most? People can like. You can put it in a form self. They can click like. So when you send those designs, you now say, oh, okay. Stop you're saying that, this will, let's create three design. Just sew the three. Put it in your shop. Nobody's buying. So in testing, feedback is good. Don't take it personally. Remember I said it. Stop seeing feedback as antagonism. Stop seeing it as attack. See it as a guide. Every no, every hesitation, it helps you make a better version. So we're going to be doing this. I need you to go to mentee.com and use this code. I need you to write what you have learned so far. And as you are writing it, will be showing on the screen here, so that I don't have to keep alternating from one screen to another, going from this. So go to mentee.com, use the code on your screen. What have you learned so far? Write it, will be seen on our screen real time. Will be seen on our screen real time. What have you learned so far? Menti.com. Say drop the web for us here. MENTI. Look at your screen. MENTI.com. MENTI.com. Exactly. And use the code 2818-7359. Drop it in there. So what have you learned so far? I'm going to be reading. I'm reading. No, drop it in the menti.com. All right. So once you go to menti.com, enter the code on your screen 2818-7359. All right. What have you learned so far? Hmm. Okay. Can we see it? Can we see it? Okay. It's on the screen. All right. You know what? Drop it. Drop it on the chat board. Let me just share the chat board. I didn't want to be alternating from my screen, but if we are having a hard time, so that we can drop. What have you learned so far? What have you learned so far? Drop it in the comment section or in the chat box. Okay. Oh, I can see your comments already. Thanks for dropping. That was me. So see feedback as opportunity to improve. Structure is very important. Work less and earn more. I like that. Design thinking is key. I've been able to learn to build a purpose-driven brand. Lovely. Though I just joined from the prototype, what I've heard you say and seen on screen is of great insight and practical. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Okay. I missed out on some parts as I had to be in another meeting. However, while here, I learned the importance of having a structure, a foresight for my business, not just doing for feeding. Yes. I'm Oluwafemi Chosen. I learned about the 5 core stages for business growth and progress, which are empathize, define, ideate, prototype, and test. Thank you. Think like your customers. I love this. I love this. Keep it coming in. So this is why I wanted us to use Menti, because all our feedback will just be on the screen here. So yes. So menti.com, use the code on your screen. Yes. Any more comments? I can see it. I can see it. I can see it. Design thinking is key. I love this person that has said to build a purpose, because there must be a purpose, not just money. Yes, you see, I missed out on some parts as I had to be in another meeting. Oh, lovely. However, while here, I learned the importance of having a structure, a foresight for my business, not just doing for feeding. Yes. Putting ideas practically, yes, is surest way to get it right. I love it. I've learned not to operate my business on survival mode. Yes. Also, having a growth and reinvention mindset is essential for a business owner. I should not see feedback as an antagonism. Oh, lovely. Lovely. I learned to be purpose driven. Okay, to think about the customer and not about you. Yes, Silva. I learned to be purpose driven and have a structure. Success of every business is returning customer. Yes, it is. Your coconut head cannot be used to run business. I like that you learned that. Yes, your coconut head cannot be used to run business. Yes. Think of feedback as opportunity to grow. That coconut head person, I'm clapping for you. Your head did there. Correct. Coconut head cannot be used to run business. Yes, that's very important. A very important learning point. And we have to. All right. I can see we are all learning. So let's move so that I learn to take off feedback, not see feedback as attack. Beautiful. Business is more than just passion and capital. Yes, for continuity, you need a structured customer relationship. Wow. This is reinforcing. Okay. So I'll just I learned that design thinking is not only for big company, for every smart business owner who wants to grow by understanding people first. Well done. I have scholars in this class. So scholar. So thank you, madam. For me, this is reinforcing what my son, as my CEO, has been pushing for. The feedback issue has helped us to develop another solution for Loa. Purpose is reinforced for me today. Purpose is our why. I love that. I love that. That's from who's that? That's from Tochi Abiodun. Thank you. Do not run my business or survival mode. Exactly. I learned to take feedback. This is lovely. If we keep on taking all of this, we will not live here. So business capital is not enough. The purpose of it that brings people. Thank you so much. Wow. Yes, feedback is not attack. Exactly. Exactly. So let's move. This is a case study, right? Before, Mama Tega ran a small food shop in Surulere. Business was slow and she often threw away leftover food at the end of the day. She thought the problem was location or pricing. What she did differently, instead of guessing, she spoke directly with her customers. Through short chats and listening carefully, she discovered many people nearby wanted smaller, affordable lunch packs they could buy quickly during work breaks. That's what she found out. So what she tried, she created a simple test. So instead of just moving, some people now, they will find out that thing. Guess what they will do? They will just go the next day and go and carry 300 packs of food. No. Remember we talked about tests. She created a simple test. She made only 20 and sold those 20 daily for 3 weeks. Customers loved it. The word spread fast. The people that started asking for more. So within 6 months, her sales already grew by 35% and waste was reduced. This was someone that was throwing off food left over before. Now, even the 20 she was making daily was not enough. So the lesson that real solution came from listening, not guessing. Innovation doesn't always mean big changes. Sometimes it's small changes, but smart move. So every MSME can grow by asking better questions and testing the solution. Now, we'll be hearing data. Just like was said in the feedback, data is not for big companies alone. It's simply learning from what's happening in your business. That's data. So in Nigeria, for example, exactly, innovation comes in small but smart moves. Over 39 million MSMEs drive 84% of jobs. Remember we said that Lagos alone had over 3 million MSMEs. Now in Nigeria, there are over 39 million MSMEs. And these MSMEs drive 84% of jobs. Yet only 1 in 5 SME track customer or sales data. Can you see wahala? Can you see the issue? Those who do are twice as likely to grow. Can you see the problem? Only 1 in 5, and we have 39 million track customers or sales data. And it's not your customer experience unit, your relationship. If you are working in bigger institution, your relationship managers should be taking feedback to heart. If people are always complaining, my app is not working, my app is trying. If people so big, small, everybody, ensure that your customer sales feedback system is active. And it doesn't only rest in customer experience, or it doesn't only rest in CEO. Every aspect of your business should be able to track feedback and propagate solution. I'm speaking to bigger, if you are a representative of a bigger organization here, that's for you. Because sometimes even your feedback system can be work, Everything can be working. You see that your receptionist may just be the devil. Because when the person comes, you feel eye them like this. I beg, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? That can be the problem. So if that kind of person now goes to your Instagram DM and say your receptionist was rude to me, it's a feedback. Take it. So you must track your customers' feelings, right? So let's see this example. A hair salon in Ikeja noticed that Fridays always had long queues. Read this. So they track their visit time. And when she tracked the visit time, she noticed that Friday has long queues, but apparently the visit time, they come more between 12 and 4 o'clock. You know what she did? She adjusted staffing for Friday. So if 3 people are coming, let's say she have normal 3 staff, they come from Monday to Thursday. She has extra people that she pays extra money just for 1 day work and brings all of them in on Friday. So before you know, there were no queues on Friday. She had more staff on Friday and revenue jumped to 25%. That is data in action. Do you understand? So if, for example, you run a photocopy business, you find out that in this photocopy business, every Monday and Tuesday, the way students used to come and photocopy, the crowd is too much. For Monday and Tuesday alone, you can hire 2 or 3 extra hands. Queue the queue. Instead of one person operating 3 machines, you now have 3 people operating 3 machines. They are printing. Everything is now working. For Monday and Tuesday alone, you pay them Monday and Tuesday fee. No queues. Because Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, no queue. So that your one person in your shop can continue Monday, can continue Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. But you must have studied it. You must have tracked visits. Do you understand? Do you understand? So that's why what we are saying. So, like I said earlier, I'm the CEO and principal consultant for Elite Consulting. So who are we? We help businesses to rethink, rebuild, and rise. We guide MSMEs through business transformation, restructuring, and rebranding. We turn ideas into strong, scalable ventures. So our impact, we have partnered with so many organizations across industries, from e-commerce to insurance to finance to individual brands. You're just a one-man business. We can work with you to redesign your business model, strengthen. We even do trainings like you can see here. So my name is Joanne Ediagbonya. Follow me on LinkedIn. Send me a DM. I will be able to talk. So the key takeaways is start with people, not products. Test small, learn fast. Use data as your compass. Innovation is for everyone, and your structure is what drives growth. So your next step, every thriving business starts with one bold decision: to stop guessing and start designing for growth. So your next step, rethink your business model, listen to your customers, redesign how you work and grow, partner with Elite, send me a DM on LinkedIn, Joanne Ediagbonya Ogusa, and you don't wait for change, you design it. You design it. So let's go to Mentee one more time. These are 3 options in mentee.com. Now, let me know. Mentee.com, use this code. What are you doing differently after this masterclass? Go and make your choice there. Mentee.com. Use the code 28187359. It's on your screen. What are you doing differently? Okay. I can see. So it says develop a customer. So what are you? All right. Have a sit down with my team to upgrade our business. Okay, I can see it. So keep clicking, keep clicking, keep clicking. Awesome. I can see we are clicking. I can see the bar moving. What are you doing differently after this masterclass? Go on mentee.com. Use the code on the screen and start clicking. Start clicking. Awesome. Awesome. I can see it moving. A lot of people are voting. So some are saying they're going to have a sit down with their team to upgrade their business process. Awesome. Some are saying they're going to develop a customer feedback system that works for their business. Awesome. Awesome. So I'll just allow this bar upgrade or decline 2 more times. 2 more times. So that means that some people need to log into menti.com, use that code, and make their choice by clicking on what they will be doing differently after this masterclass. What will you be doing differently? Click, click, click. All right. I love it that nobody get coconut head. Exactly. I love that. Somebody said, have a sit down with my team. So somebody has clicked on that. That was why there was an alternation. So, all right. Lovely again. Some other setup. So they sit down. So from all of this, we can see that a lot of people are going to have a sit down with their team to upgrade their business process. I love it. Some people are going to have a sit down with their team. Lovely. Others are going to develop a customer feedback system. And nobody will not do anything. So nobody get coconut head here. Thank you so much for such a great session. Can I see your clapping emojis, your chats, feedback, your comments, your happiness? Just pour it on the chat box. If you feel good, yes. Well, how satisfied are you with this session? I can see there's a poll already. I can see the chat bot too. Well done and thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Impactful Kende, yes. Yes. Thank you so much, Oluchi. Obodekwe Adaobi. Thank you, Ada. Thank you, Grillo. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, John. Thank you so much for such a very, very insightful session. I'm very sure all our participants in here have learnt a whole lot. For example, I think the one that really sticks with me, no be by coconut head, they take do business. So I'm very sure I'm very sure a lot of us have learned a whole lot from today's session, and I think our facilitator has dropped our LinkedIn profile on in the chat box, so you can please go ahead, connect with her via LinkedIn, and if you have further questions for her, you can reach out to her, ask her questions, and just before we go into the Q&A, I've launched a poll on your screen. Your feedback is very, very important to us. So please do fill the poll that has been launched on your screen. We'd like to hear from you. We'd like to know what you think about this session and a whole lot more questions that have been posted right here on the poll. And also, once the session ends, you'd also see a survey that will pop up on your screen. It's very important. Your feedback is very, very important to us. Thank you so much. So please, if you know you have questions, you either drop your questions in the chat box or you use the Q&A box. I know we have people that have been following us on all our other social media platforms also. So I'll be going to see if you have questions on there so that we can read them out. But for those of us that are on our Zoom platforms, if you know you have a question for our facilitator, please you can go ahead and ask your questions and our facilitator will be taking your questions. Okay, I think we have some of our participants from our LinkedIn that I think they'll be following the session, and I know one comment says testing helps you find out what really works, not what you think works. We also have one. So for Moses, you can go to our YouTube channel if you'd like to rewatch the session. For those that didn't join from the very beginning, the recording will be available on our YouTube channel. You can go to our page on YouTube to rewatch the session. And even if you started from the beginning, there are still some things that you might have missed out on. You can go back, rewatch, learn, relearn, unlearn a
Yeah.
lot of things that you think you know, a lot of things that you might have picked up. And I'm very sure I know that while we were on the session, I really heard our facilitator repeating that you should please note down some points. This is very important. You can as well go back to them, pick one point or two that you can apply. And one thing that I think excites me is the fact that I saw the way people really participated in giving feedback as to what they really learned from the session. And one of the reasons why we bring the sessions to you is we just don't want to provide you with access to finance, but we also want to ensure that you have the necessary knowledge, the necessary skills that you can bring to life, practical skills that will not just be all talk. And I'm very sure from our session today, with the way our facilitator took you through, I'm very sure a lot of us, the excitement is with some of the feedback that some of our the participants have gone through, saying, okay, this is what they think they can do better. This is what they think they can, get their team to do better. And it's really an exciting one. So please, if you know you have questions, please do drop your questions in the chat box and we'll go through them. And our facilitator will be on hand to answer your questions. So please drop your questions in the chat box, in the Q&A box, so it doesn't get missing in the chat box, please.
All right. I think we did such a thorough job,
Yeah, so
LSETF. We
it
did
seems
such a
everybody
thorough job
really,
that all we have
yeah,
here are comments and
yeah,
compliments, right? So I
yeah.
can see
So
Charles saying thanks for the engaging and well-organized masterclass. So LSETF, this was a well-organized masterclass. Thank you.
we
Thank
really
you.
need to give our facilitator also a round of applause for taking our time off our busy schedule to take today's session. And we really appreciate you. Thank you so much, John. And we really look forward to having you. So I heard you say probably we could organize a physical session. So hopefully we're able to do that.
All right.
But we really appreciate you for taking our time to take on today's session. And I'm
Thank
very
you.
sure a lot of our participants on here have learned a lot from today's session. So thank you so much, everyone, for attending
Thank
today's
you.
session. We really
Right.
look forward to having you at our next session. Please be on the lookout. Like I said earlier when we started the session, follow us on all our social media platforms. We're on every social media platform available. We're on YouTube, we're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, and we're on X. Follow us at Lagos State Employment Trust Fund. Turn on your post notifications. This will enable you not miss out on any of the programs that we might have on offer or any of the announcements that we might have to bring to you here at Lagos State Employment Trust Fund. So thank you so much, everyone. Like I say, I was saying that it's really impactful, and
Yeah.
she do hopes to strive more in her early career as a digital marketer. So thank you so much, everyone, once again. Thank you so much for taking our time. To our facilitators also, we really appreciate you. Thank you so much, everyone. Do enjoy the rest of your day.